Mount Riddick Station is a remote cattle station around 200 kilometres northeast of Alice Springs. Our closest neighbours are over 50 kilometres away. We're so lucky we're surrounded by the most amazing scenery, and we've really got a strong sense of community. Everyone's there to support you when you need a hand, so it really is a beautiful part of the world and I wouldn't change it for anything. I'm originally from Tasmania and I moved to the Northern Territory when I was 21 to take up a teaching position in Alice Springs. I stayed there for 4 years before moving to a remote cattle station north of Tennant Creek, where I was a governess and was responsible for the education of 4 children in the classroom there, and then moved with the family to another cattle station in the Kimberleys in Western Australia. During my time governessing on remote cattle stations, we spent a lot of time with other families, and I realised there was a lot of young girls straight out of year 12 or mums that had never had an experience in the classroom, and I felt there was a real need for support in these remote classrooms, and it started me thinking that it was maybe something I could add to and help people with. And after becoming frustrated with the education system as a teacher, I thought I couldn't change the problem from within, so decided to take a leap of faith and make a difference with RAISEducation. RAISEducation supports geographically isolated families across Australia. We provide learning support not only for the individual child, but we also work with the governess or parent to teach them how to deliver the learning program in the remote classroom. As a governess or a mum running the remote classroom, you don't require any formal qualifications, but you're responsible for the individual learning program of each student, providing support during online lessons, behaviour management, and also supporting children when they're having difficulties. I know myself, when I spent time governessing, I found it quite challenging at times, and I had a teaching degree and 4 years experience in the mainstream classroom. Our goals are to provide individualised learning support to any family undertaking education in remote locations across Australia. At the moment, we currently work with distance education families, but our long-term plan is to offer support for anyone that requires it. RAISEducation currently works with over 40 families, mainly in the Northern Territory, but also Queensland, South Australia and WA. Just this year I've travelled over 15,000 kilometres visiting families across the NT, and for a lot of these families the distances between towns and cities is absolutely huge, where you're looking at 5-6 hour drives to get to your nearest Woolworths. Building a love of learning in children is so important so that they can really make the most out of their time at school, and on a wider level be able to impact rural and remote Australia, because rather being stuck and boxed into their set areas, they have so much more scope to be able to chase, whether it's university, certain careers, and still bring those skills back to the land but at a higher level. I truly believe education can change the world and make such an impact, from health to businesses to the agricultural sector, and the earlier we can help students find their love of learning and really build those foundational learning skills, the better Australia is going to be as a whole.